You know the name, you know the legend, Chuck Norris, a man whose very presence defines strength, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to justice. But what if I told you that beyond the roundhouse kicks and the unbreakable will, there's another force that gets Chuck Norris's heart racing, a machine as untamed and iconic as the man himself. This isn't just about horsepower, it's about legend fuel. And today, we're diving deep into the story of the Dodge Challenger, the classic muscle car that earned a permanent spot in Chuck Norris's garage and in his heart. Chuck Norris, a man whose very presence can silence a room, whose legend precedes him in every corner of the globe. We've seen him conquer impossible odds on screen, heard the countless tales of his superhuman feats, and witnessed his unwavering dedication to martial arts. But beyond the legendary roundhouse kicks, the steely gaze, and the unbreakable will, there exists another powerful force that truly ignites Chuck Norris's spirit, a machine as untamed, as iconic, and as profoundly American as the man himself. So, why the Challenger? For Chuck Norris, this isn't merely a mode of transport, it's an attitude. Sources close to the martial arts icon reveal his profound appreciation for the car's handling, the visceral roar of its engine, and the profound connection it offers to a more raw analog era. This is a machine you don't just drive, you command. It's a testament to his preference for authenticity and power over fleeting trends. While he's had access to an array of modern muscle cars and exotic toys throughout his illustrious career, the Challenger has consistently remained a personal favorite. It's not about perfection. It's about power, simplicity, and an unwavering American identity. It mirrors his own journey, a relentless pursuit of excellence, grounded in fundamental principles.
In a world full of European luxuries and exotic speedsters, Chuck made a different call. He went with Detroit muscle. That's not a casual decision, it's a clear message. The Dodge Challenger isn't just any muscle car, it's one that commands attention just by existing. Its long hood, wide stance, and booming engine aren't just design choices, they're declarations. It says, "I'm here, and I'm not backing down." Back in the early 1970s, when muscle cars were at their peak, the Dodge Challenger was introduced to push limits. The original models, especially from 1970 to 1974, were beasts. Some came with the legendary 426 HEMI engine, 425 horsepower of pure American firepower. That wasn't just impressive back then, it's still impressive now. The car didn't care about fuel efficiency or tight cornering, it was about raw power. The kind that makes the ground shake under your feet. For Chuck Norris, that meant something. A car like that doesn't just get you from place to place. It tells the world what you believe in: strength, resilience, dominance. Norris has had access to the finest vehicles. He could have picked anything. But again and again, he returns to the Challenger. Why? Because it's not trying to be something it's not. It's not pretending to be delicate or refined. It's loud, aggressive, and honest. Just like Chuck. People close to him say it's more than admiration. He feels a connection.
Chuck Norris doesn't need a car to prove his toughness. His life, his career, his very being are a testament to that. But the Dodge Challenger? It's the four-wheeled extension of everything he stands for: strength, heritage, and high-octane presence. It's a symbol of his no-nonsense approach to life, his dedication to what is real and powerful. Just as Chuck Norris has always championed integrity and resilience, the Challenger stands as a beacon of American automotive might, unyielding and unapologetic. It's a choice that resonates with his core philosophy, a belief in raw, unadulterated power, tempered by an unwavering sense of purpose.
When Chuck gets behind the wheel of his Dodge Challenger, it's like the car is an extension of himself. The engine's growl matches the fire in his chest. The firm grip of the steering wheel feels like focus. The way it launches down the road, that's discipline in motion. This isn't about features or luxury. It's about feeling alive, being in control, and holding on to something real. Chuck's values have always been clear: honor, strength, simplicity. He didn't rise to fame by chasing trends or fame. He built himself up with hard work, commitment, and respect for tradition. The Challenger reflects those same principles. While car companies race to add touchscreens and automatic everything, the Challenger keeps its soul. It still offers big, rumbling engines, rear-wheel drive, and a sense of danger most cars have forgotten. It refuses to evolve in ways that lose its identity. As the years went on, the Dodge Challenger didn't disappear. It evolved, but only in the right ways. When Dodge reintroduced it in the late 2000s, they didn't soften the edges. they sharpened them. The modern-day Hellcat and SRT models carry the Challenger's spirit into the 21st century, with technology that enhances its performance without dulling its purpose. The Hellcat, for example, delivers over 700 horsepower. That's not just an upgrade, that's a thunderstorm packed into a car. This evolution didn't go unnoticed by Chuck Norris. The modern Challenger, with its advanced engineering and raw power, stayed true to its roots. And that's what mattered most. While other muscle cars became more like sports cars, the Challenger stood firm. It kept its size, its attitude, and most importantly, its soul. Chuck Norris doesn't drive the Challenger for nostalgia. He drives it because it still delivers. Because it can still throw down with the best and leave a trail of smoke behind. And it's not just about speed or sound, it's about respect. Respect for where you come from. Respect for power that doesn't hide. Respect for machines that stand for something. Even financially, the Challenger tells a story. A classic 1970s model, especially one in good condition with a powerful engine like the HEMI, can sell for anywhere between $50,000 and $200,000. That's not just because they're rare, it's because they mean something. They carry history in their bolts. They speak to a generation that believed in building things strong, not sleek. Modern Challengers also hold their value. The Hellcat and SRT models range from $70,000 to over $100,000, and enthusiasts still line up to get them. Not for fuel efficiency, not for practicality, but for that feeling. The feeling of driving something with muscle, with roots, with presence. It's an experience you can't replicate in a quiet, electric push-button car. Chuck Norris has never been about easy wins. He's always gone for the real thing. In movies, in martial arts, in life, he brings power with purpose. That's exactly what the Challenger represents. It doesn't fake anything. It doesn't pretend to be a race car or a city cruiser. It's a beast that commands respect. Over time, people began to see the connection. Chuck and the Challenger, both larger than life, both grounded in values that don't fade. Strength, loyalty, American pride. In a way, Chuck's choice of car became just as legendary as his roundhouse kicks. It added another layer to his story, a steel companion that matched him step for step.
Throughout his illustrious career, Chuck Norris has had access to an almost limitless array of modern muscle cars, cutting-edge sports cars, and exotic toys that most can only dream of. Yet through it all, the Dodge Challenger has consistently remained a personal, cherished favorite. Its appeal for him isn't rooted in a quest for perfection, but rather in its inherent power, its elegant simplicity, and its undeniably American identity. It's a vehicle that perfectly mirrors his own life's journey, a relentless, disciplined pursuit of excellence, always grounded in fundamental principles of strength, integrity, and self-reliance. The Challenger, in its very design and spirit, embodies the same unyielding resolve that has defined Chuck Norris's legendary persona, making it not just a car, but a true extension of the man himself.
This isn't just about a man and his car, it's about what they both stand for. The Challenger is one of the last symbols of unfiltered muscle, and Chuck Norris is one of the last icons who truly lived by the code he preached. Put them together and you don't just get horsepower, you get legacy. While so many celebrities opt for status cars, flashy imports, futuristic concepts, Chuck keeps it real. He's not chasing fashion, he's staying loyal to the machine that speaks his language. And that loyalty is returned every time he turns the key and the engine growls back like an old friend. The Dodge Challenger has become more than a car. It's a symbol, a rolling reminder that you don't have to change who you are to keep going. That power, when controlled with discipline, can become something greater. That being true to your roots still matters. Even now, as the world moves toward electric vehicles and silent engines, the Challenger refuses to go quietly. Dodge has announced that the era of gas-powered muscle may be nearing its end, but if this is the last ride, it's going to be loud. And men like Chuck Norris will be leading the charge, not because they reject progress, but because they know the value of legacy.
The allure of the Dodge Challenger, particularly when intertwined with the formidable legacy of a figure like Chuck Norris, transcends mere performance metrics or aesthetic appeal. It delves into the realm of cultural significance, historical reverence, and a passionate community of enthusiasts.
What happens when the roads go quiet? When the last HEMI engine shuts off? Chuck Norris will still be there, and the Dodge Challenger will still be remembered, not just for its speed, but for its spirit. For being a machine that meant something, that stood for something. That roared unapologetically like the man who drove it. So now the question is yours. Would you ride with the untamed beast? Would you choose power over polish, roots over trends? Would you choose a Challenger? Let us know what you think. If you enjoyed this story, hit that like button, share it with your fellow muscle car lovers, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more stories where legends and machines meet. Because this isn't the end, it's just another gear shift in the journey.